working. Okay, let's move that cord out of the way so we can get started. So this is my journal. I use it mostly for work. It's a planner. It does what a planner does. Basically, it's a bullet journal, or at least my version of it. So I was using some business cards, but they've been replaced with just scraps of paper for now. And we will see how that goes. Basically, this is currently set up to only run until June 30th. So you can see, this is how every day is set up. So day of the week, date, times, align, tasks, and then notes. So that's the idea. But because it's only set up for June 30th, I need to make sure there's more stuff in there. But more importantly, I need to make sure my fucking audio is working before I get started. All right, I'm going to share this link with my buddies, make sure they have it. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do if it's not working. If I put my face up to that, does it help? Where is the audio even coming from? That is a good question. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see. Is the mic even picking anything up? That's a good question. I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. I think I might need just a better microphone in general. But, oh well, what are we going to do? So I also, for today, have this book as well. It has a bunch of drawing prompts that I haven't touched because I found them intimidating. So hopefully we'll get into that once we finish up here. And I also just have a normal sketchbook for blank paper. So we'll hopefully get to play with all of these today. But I want to start with this. Should be nice and mellow. So we'll just get started there. Maybe if I move my computer, it'll come out louder so that it's like literally on my knee. I am really nervous about the fact that this doesn't seem to be picking anything up. And no one can tell me how to fix it or how to change it. And I don't know what to do. Pop out dashboard maybe? I don't know. But nothing seems to be working. I don't know. Okay, a friend offered to hop on, so hopefully we'll see if the audio is actually working. Before I get into the important stuff that I actually want to talk about today, and if it's not working and I have to restart this stream, so be it, right? What are you going to do? And wish there was a better way for me to test the audio, but is this better with the light off or on? Probably on, right? That looks better. Yeah, we can also go through my other notebooks if I decide I don't have enough room in this one. Make sure that it's that we have enough. I definitely have enough notebooks, but I'd want to make sure to fit the entire next semester in here, or at least the entire summer semester in this one, and then I'll make another one for fall when we get there. So that's the goal. So we're going to do a lot of counting today, and I'll just chat about what this YouTube channel was meant to be and what it will become in the future. I know there's not a lot to look at, but that's because I'm still trying to make sure this stupid audio works, and I'm not sure where it's coming out of. because it seems to be really inconsistent, and I don't know. So we'll see where that leads us. Come on, Theo, be quick about this. Oh. Oh. I am not sharing this right. How the hell do I share a YouTube stream? Let's see. Okay. So hopefully something helps, but I can't tell. So maybe I'll get my earbuds. Those should have a better microphone than my computer, and we'll see if that helps. So just 1 second while I get ready. All right, let's see if this works better. I think that helped, but I can't tell. Is my microphone picking me up at all? Can someone answer? I would really like to be able to start, but if I'm not able to chat, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have it set to my computer audio, but I don't know if that's picking me up. I don't know if my headphones are picking me up, or if my secondary overhead cam is picking me up. So I don't know how good the quality is, or if I'm able to be heard at all. Okay, yeah, your mic works. Thank you. Okay, perfect. And that means I can now officially get started almost 10 minutes in. Great. So this is my notebook. I use this journal for all kinds of planner things. I used to use full physical planners. I still have one, but I have ADHD and I like to doodle and to make things. And so this is a bullet journal style planner. I will show you what it looks like, but I'll need to move it around just because this does contain some personal information. So basically, this is how everything's set up. Whoop. I have a countdown to important events in the corner, weekday, month, the day of the month, the year, my daily schedule, tasks on the side, notes at the bottom. And that's pretty helpful for me. That seems to work, but I just need to have it set up in advance. I also on this page have my index. This is a common thing you'll see in like fancy bullet journals, you know, the kind people do with all the gel pens, which we will have gel pens. I have plenty of gel pens, but they're not as important for my purposes. So basically the way this one is currently set up is that it goes until this countdown day, which is June 30th. So I can't actually show you June 30th because there is personal information on that page, but here's the 25th and 26th. So basically what we're going to do today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure all future pages have a corresponding notebook page. So that's something else as well. Everything past that June 30th date is blank pages so that I have room to write whatever I want, doodle, take notes on certain things, and write down anything I'm even thinking about. Here's one of like things I wanted to address in a YouTube stream like this. So I just need to make sure every corresponding day has at least one page available. I won't use one every day, but some days I might use 2 or 3. So I want to make sure I have enough room and also include the summer schedule. So we're going to start numbering pages and counting up, and I'm going to try to address these questions. I understand that this stream is not going to get a lot of viewers. That's fine. It's not meant to. It's a, whatchamacallit. It is I'm streaming because I don't want to have the pressure of editing a YouTube video. I'm not extremely, I'm very self-critical, and I really don't want to put the pressure of that on myself, because I will be sitting here for hours editing and re-editing when I could really just be sitting here and talking and having fun and still getting my point across just fine. So let's address some things while I get started here and pretend I'm talking to a chat that doesn't exist. So if you're maybe new to this channel, what was it? Why am I here? So I made this channel in 2014 when I was 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And that I made 2 videos with a couple friends, and it didn't really work out, obviously, because I was an 8-year-old and I didn't know how to edit, and I wasn't very responsive as a YouTuber, and I still am not. And then I deleted those videos because I was embarrassed, and I started making fursuit videos and crafting videos. And those didn't work out because furry hate was strong at the time, and I was embarrassed. So it was, just like that. So I uploaded a video that you might see on my channel called Updates in Windows Movie Maker. I really thought I was going to be the next, if not Stampy Cat or Majira Strawberry. I wanted to be a little bit of a YouTuber, but I didn't want to commit to it, and I wasn't really interested in making videos, and that's still how it is. So the point of me returning to this channel after 10 years isn't to gain views. In fact, I've been recently inspired by a lot of Derma's content, and I hope I pronounce her name right, Nisipecia. She's a YouTuber that makes window shopping videos. Basically, YouTubers that sit on camera and talk to themselves and just make whatever they feel like was really inspiring to me. I really like that idea. And so now I'm here, and I wanted to sit here and have an excuse to talk to myself and work on this thing that I've been meaning to work on for a little while. So that's the idea. What else am I talking about here? Yeah, so that's the main reason why I'm back. So what I guess you can expect, not much. I have too many hobbies. I'm a multi-hobbyist. I do a lot of whatever I want all the time. The idea here is just that I actually sit down and I do it. The idea is that I come over and I decide to live stream, and I sit here with this desk cam, and I journal and I draw, and I don't know, maybe crochet. I like the idea of doing study with me streams. I made another page back here of ideas I wanted to use for this channel. So you can kind of see it's very similar to the one that Germa made, and I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. It's just whatever I wanted to do. It sounded exciting and interesting. I've aside from Minecraft, I was never really super into a lot of video games, so maybe I'll go back to that. I'm not sure. The idea here is just forcing myself to take a load off and have fun and sit down and work on my hobbies and enjoy them and just chit chat. So that is what we're doing. The idea is that you just throw this on in the background and we can hang out and, make a fun little bullet journal here. This is going to take me absolutely forever to number these pages because I'm talking, and I'm sorry about that because I don't know where my camera is. I'm still learning that. This is the first time I've ever used this camera. I actually just got it today. It's bad. I know it's bad, but it was free, and free things can't be that bad, right? So hopefully we won't be stuck with this forever. But like I said, this was never about making content for other people necessarily. This was never about gaining views. Well, it was originally, but it's not anymore about gaining views or even making anything people really want to see. It's about just having a place to force myself to work on my hobbies in peace. And so that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out and journaling together. And maybe I'll even show off one of my cool journals. I'm thinking about collaging a cover. That could be definitely a fun activity. I have a lot of magazines downstairs, so that might be something fun to get into later. But for right now, we're just doing boring page numbering. Is there anything else in this list I didn't cover? Oh, okay. The other thing we're doing tonight is a thing called a summer schedule. Since I was really young, probably as long as I can remember, probably before I started school, I've always had really high anxiety. And so something I've always done is I was really scared of summer learning loss. And so instead of making a summer bucket list, I'm sure you've probably seen those TikTok videos of people making summer bucket lists like it's 2014 on Pinterest. I would make a summer school schedule, and that's what I'll be doing that tonight as well. That's something that's important to me. So basically it includes all my priorities for summer. This has had many iterations from trying to literally mimic school to just being a goals list. I am for the first time, I guess second time, actually taking classes this summer. So it will actually get to be a school schedule, but it's going to not be as timed as I used to make it. I used to really try hard to make it a literal school schedule, and that is entirely unsustainable and silly. And even though it's a lot of fun, I'm going to try to avoid it just for tonight because I know that it's unfortunately not fun when you can't follow it. So we're almost done numbering these pages, guys. Just a few more. I'm sorry. We'll get into the fun stuff soon. What I need to do, basically, is I need to figure out after June 30th, how many days. Hang on, let me rephrase that. I need to figure out how many days are left until June 30th. Put one blank note page to each of those days. See how many I have at the end of that. And then I need to find out how many days are between June 30th and whenever the fall semester starts, or maybe the summer semester ends. I'm not sure which one I want to do. And then make sure I have enough for this notebook or get a different one. I hope that makes sense. I want to make sure there's enough stuff to make a planner worth it and to make sure it works for me. Wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, so I've reached a couple pages that do have some writing on them. Just gonna take that away for a second so I can number those. Sorry. Back here. So that brings us 126 pages. And I can also check these things off. The delay on the stream with this camera is abysmal, and I'm sorry you have to deal with it, but you're dealing with it, so. All right. Yeah, I've been using a planner since the 4th grade, summer schedule since forever. Usually I don't write it down, or if I do, I write it just wherever I want. I'm actually going to try to put it in either this planner, or if I need to get a second one for the summer planner. So we're going to figure that out. So this ends June 30th. So I need to figure out How many days from now to June 30th? That's step one. Step two is, I think I want this to last until the end of the summer semester. So that's like what, August 1st? That sounds about right. I think it's August 1st. And then we'll multiply that by 2. Basically, I don't think I'm going to have enough room in this little notebook. And if I don't, we'll be able to select a new one from my massive pile of notebooks, and that'll be great. Okay. From now to June 30th, let's do some math here. What is today? June 7th. Oh, okay. No, it's not June 7th. June 2nd. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time flies. Okay. So that's 28 days. Okay. 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Okay. So this should take me to the end of June. This will be all my note pages that I have saved. If I were to need one page to doodle on, play with per day, this will take me till then. Okay. Gonna put my page marker back in here. So that's how many days until August 1st. How many days does July have? Is that 31 or 30? Let's see. I'm getting distracted looking at messages. Okay. I'm just calculating, but I don't feel like calculating, so let me just look it up. Okay. 60 days. So 60 times 2 is 120. Obviously, we don't have enough pages. So what do I want to do? We have like 125 pages in this entire notebook. So let's grab a different one, I guess. Hopefully this will take me till June 30th, and I don't know what I'll do with the leftover pages. Maybe I'll just do some extra doodling, put some other stuff in there. I want to use them. So that is a little bit of a dilemma, but I filled up my notebook at the wrong time, I guess. This notebook has had many lives. I do start classes earlier in June, so maybe those will take up some of these. Okay. That's okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut this notebook. And I'm going to show you some of the other options that we have to work with. One moment. Gotta do some convenient taping. Oh no. Oh, duct tape, my enemy. Sorry. All right. I'm still here, I promise. Just being a little slow. Okay. Would this be better with Basecam? Probably not. I don't have an established audience. Why don't I just grab scissors for this? And I don't have scissors. Of course I don't have scissors. Why would I? Okay. Finally, we've got a couple notebooks. You know, the college ruled kind. What else? We have more. Also a composition book and this Orange Food Network journal. So I have a lot of notebooks. That's basically why I started doing this. I used to use full planners. Now I realize that I can just use a notebook. So I need to figure out which one of these I want to use to be my primary notebook until the end of at least August. So probably choosing the shortest one that's probably going to have about 120 pages is our best bet. And I'm going to guess it's this one. Like all these notebooks, I don't think I've actually bought one in 10 years or so. They were given to me or mostly given to me, or I did buy them and over 10 years ago and I haven't used them. So we will see. I think I like these two for the summer semester. And then I'll use one of these big ones come fall, and we'll do another one of these streams because I'm going to have like 6 or 7 classes in the fall, and that wouldn't be fun not to have a good notebook. I really like this one as well. This one's super fun. It was actually hand bound specifically for me, but if you look at it, the paper is all upside down and backwards. Which makes it really fun. It's very cute. It's very quirky. I love it. I just haven't used it. Like with most of these. This one's also really cute. I haven't even touched this one. I have no idea. I'll probably use it for the same kind of stuff. It has graph paper. That's a large reason I don't think I've used it. So we'll see about this one later. For now, I think I'm going to go with one of these. I'm not sure which one I want. So I guess we'll see which one has the closest to 120 pages. Are you ready to do some more counting with me? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 31, 73, okay. I think this one's going to be just fine for our purposes. I'm just going to use it. I'm not going to sit here and count literally every page. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get started on making it because I feel like it. This is going to be a smaller notebook compared to this composition book that I have been using, which, by the way, I made as a part of a 7th grade science project, which is kind of neat. We got to make some cool marbled paper, but it makes this a really weird texture. Anyway, so we're basically just going to copy same stuff that's in the other notebook. So I'm going to start out with an index like this. So yeah, you can see this is actually originally page, well, no, you can't. This is originally page 57 or 58. I don't know, one of those two. It's now page 1 because we're starting over. Yep, I numbered this entire thing and, well, at least these few first pages. And I ripped it all out. So we're starting over again. So page 1 is our index. We know that. page 2. I'm actually going to do the same thing as I did for this one, where I have an eventualities list. Or a goals page. I might also make this a guide, I don't know. And then, trying to debate how I want to do this. So I think I'm not going to have a page layout guide. I think I'm just going to start immediately making daily pages. Oh, well, maybe I want to put our little summer schedule at page 3. Since this is going to be our summer notebook, let's put the summer schedule there. Okay, perfect. So there's our index. This will grow as we grow it. So we want this to be our goals page. I can't predict what my goals are going to be down the line. I can only kind of guess. Since this notebook is not going to be used until the end of this month, I'm just going to make it goals / eventualities page. And we'll just leave it at that. As I come up with things and as I use this notebook, it will be used. For now, it's not going to be used. I like to put these specific pages at the front so that I can find them. But to be perfectly honest, I don't ever use them. The index is not really for me as much as it is to look cool. And then I usually just use the daily day that I'm on and the notebook page that I need at any given time. So let's start making, here's our summer schedule. Here's where that'll go. I do kind of regret choosing this one, but it's fine. It's whatever. That is not how you spell schedule. There we go. So it's giving I'm 8 years old and trying to make a bullet journal, but that's the goal, right? That's what we're here for. So here's where we'll put that, and let's start making those days. I know, we're getting the boring stuff out of the way first. So this is going to start on Monday, July 1st, right? Monday. That sounds right to me. I don't have any kind of ruler for this, so we're just going to kind of freehand it. And we'll put our notes at the bottom. And okay, perfect. So from here on out, just because I've gotten everything I need to talk about really out of the way, I don't really plan on talking too much. This is just a calm, journal with me stream. And it's not really supposed to be anything more now that I'm done talking about this channel and what it's supposed to be. And the answer is not much. It's not supposed to be much. It's a little archive of, I don't know, fun hobbies. And that's really all it needs to be. But you know what? I don't really feel like doing all this right now. It's really hot out. I'm tired. You're tired. I'm guessing. I don't know. You're not even here. It doesn't matter. I'm going to move all these notebooks somewhere else. Let's just make that summer schedule. So for my summer schedule, what do I want in it? So for this, we talk about priorities. And I've already chosen the 3 pens that I'm using to represent my 3 summer classes. So here's our priorities. You know what? Let's actually draft this first before we start it. I'm sorry, I know. I keep going back and forth. Let's make a little draft in our current notebook. Use up more of those pages, right? So we know we want I'm going to learn from my mistakes of the past of having an entirely unattainable schedule because, you know, things happen. People want to go places. Friends want to do things, right? You have vacations. This is supposed to last me all summer. So let's talk about our priorities here. Number 1 priority is the 3 classes. Let's do those. Number 2 priority. I know, I don't know. I'm going to say probably writing. I love to write. Let me check my spreadsheet. I know I'm that kind of person. I keep a spreadsheet of everything I do all the time. I have 33 at least, but probably closer to 53 fan fiction chapters to finish before I'm done. Obviously, finishing 53 chapters while doing 3 summer classes is not realistic. But I'm still going to write that number down. Let's be ambitious. The summer schedule is always meant to be ambitious. Number 1 thing. It doesn't need to be realistic, but we do want it to be a little attainable. Okay, number 3 thing. Probably exercise. I don't know. Should I say exercise? Yeah, let's say exercise. We want to exercise. Let's have some PE. Number 4, socialization. Try to get some friendship in there. That's probably good. Normally, I would probably write, maybe I should just start brainstorming ideas. Let's not even try to order them yet. These 3 can be ordered. The rest of them, I'm just going to mark down here, and we'll order them as we go. I want to make art. I like to draw. Art's always fun. Let's also put down, these journals are meant to be low maintenance. I really only need to make them or really mess with them once every few months. Because once all these pages are laid out, it's like, I don't really need to do much with them. And then I just get to play with these as I want. So journaling's not a super high priority. Art's a high priority. Socializing is a good priority. I definitely want to, so this would be fan fiction specifically. Or let's call it pre-existing, because that sounds a little more official. It's pre-existing projects. It's the pre-existing stuff. Original fiction. I'd love to work on some original fiction. I have the cert of a romance novel. I don't know if it'll ever get written, but it's a fun idea, right? We can play with that. So let's write that down too. Let's see. What else do we want to put in here? Maybe I want to do some crafting. Oh yes, I definitely want to do some crochet. I love crochet. That is definitely something I would love to do on stream. I really want to make a dice bag. so I can start playing some tabletop RPGs. So I have my own dice already, but what am I without a dice bag, right? I'd love to crochet, work on some original fiction, art, socializing. Art means just drawing. I want to make that clear. That's like drawing specific. Oh, I got a message from a friend. Started the stream over and you were struggling. I was struggling. I'm trying not to struggle now. We're getting into it. We're just chatting. We're hanging out. What else do we want to do? I really want to use up a lot of the stuff I have in my closet behind me. You can't see that right now, but that could be a really fun separate stream. Just going through all the fabric I own, and maybe the yarn I own too, to come up with new ideas. That would be really fun to do if I had like viewers. I did say that like this wasn't a channel made for viewers necessarily. This is just a fun thing for me to do to keep me working and focused. But I am an indecisive person, so I think that would be something that might be good to have feedback on. What else do I want to do over the summer? What are my goals? I guess by that extent, I'd probably also want to do some sewing. I don't really like sewing very much, but I'm a fabric hoarder and I have lots of ideas. And so I usually end up sewing even though I don't like it. What else do I want to do? I want to read. I bought a bunch of books last weekend and I need to get through them. They're all fun books. That should be fun. I don't know. I've been reading a lot at work because I have lunch breaks, but I'm very scared once I'm setting my own schedule again, that will get phased out. So I would like to keep that in my schedule. What else do I want to do? I think that's a lot of the bulk of it. I want to do a lot of writing. I have my classes. I want to exercise, make art, sew, read, socialize. I think that covers the bases, which is really good. That rocks. So now we have to just work on ordering them. And how we order them is going to be its own thing. So these three, obviously, at the very top. The rest of it, I don't know. Sewing is probably at the bottom. I think that socializing will happen as it happens. So we don't need to worry about these. I don't need to schedule those. Let's put crochet as number 4. Let's put some art as number 5. Let's put reading as number 6. And let's put original fiction as 7. Okay, so that gives us our basic 7-period summer schedule. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to switch over into this beautiful new notebook that we're going to be using for July and August, or at least just July, at least the month of July. And I'm going to get started. So the summer schedule should be a task-based thing. I use a mix of one of these physical planners in Google Calendar every day to fill in the gaps of what I need to do, which should be fine. Oh, so many messages. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I'm hallucinating. Ignore me. No, I'm not. That was a joke. Okay, summer schedule. Ooh, that is a green pen. Green and sparkly. Okay. So we have our biology class. We have our history class. Uh-oh, this blue is not working because it's almost out. Why did I use this blue? What? It was brand new. Whatever, I'll get a different blue. And we have our humanities class. So I'm making them green, blue, and orange because I feel like that would help me remember. So those are our 3 classes. I think learning from experience, because it's best not to schedule these, as my summers tend to get hectic with having to plan around hangouts, and there's not going to be a reliable time of day to do these, or even a reliable location to do these. It's going to be best if I just use a task-based system, and I don't, because I can't predict these, I'm just going to let them be. And we're going to move on to other summer projects. Okay. So next we have art writing. We'll call it pre-existing writing. I am going to try to knock out 1 chapter a week. That's my upload schedule. I think that is pretty reasonable if I'm not working 45, 50 hours a week like I currently am. That feels reasonable to me. So next we have exercise. I think I usually use blue for chores and purple for hobbies. So I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I'm going to use purple. I think this kind of exercise should be fun. I want it to include hikes, frisbee, parkour, anything that I can think of that's fun exercise. Bike riding, going to playgrounds with friends. So I'll put exercise. Let's say, what's a good exercise goal? 1 hour a week feels low. Maybe 2 hours a week. That would be 30 minutes, 4 days a week, or 2.5. That would be, what do we want to do? I should look that one up. I'll find like a recommended. I think it's like 30 minutes of activity a day, and then we have 1 rest day. So that might be really good. Let's do that. The hard part about doing a journaling stream, I'm realizing, is that I'm left-handed. And that probably makes me cover up my writing quite a bit. I don't know if it would be different if I was right-handed. I think it would be. So there we go. We're putting that down. And then we also want some crochet. So my New Year's resolution with crochet was to do 1 a month. And that feels reasonable, especially given that I was able to do many projects in like 1 or 2 days and then take a lot of time off or work on 1 big project. That was helpful. Do I want to amp it up more? Not necessarily. So let's just say 2 projects. 2 projects. So this can be anything. Like I said, I want to make a dice bag. So that'll probably take me like a day, maybe. That might be something that I do here. I don't know. So we'll do that. I don't know why I popped my pen back because I still need it. What else do we want to do? It was art. Let's give it an exclamation point. It's exciting. I don't know how I want to do art. I think I want to make it by time and not by piece. Because art, like writing, if I'm really into it, I will stay into it. You know, if I'm not into it, then I only have to do a certain amount a day. That might be helpful. More helpful than 1 chapter a week. I think, I don't know. Don't know what I want to do with this one. So I have this prompt book, and I already showed it on stream, but in case you weren't here, this book I've had for years. I've been scared to touch it because I thought that everything in it had to be a full and done piece. I'm realizing now that it doesn't, and I can just sketch in there. So I think I might just I don't think it's realistic to try to fill that with 3 classes going and having all these things as higher priorities. But I do think that it would be a good idea to maybe do like 1 page every week. No, that's not enough. 2 pages a week? No, I think it's so low that 1 page a week can be good. 1 drawing a week. I think that's entirely reasonable. Let's see what else. Reading. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Reading. I'll probably keep it where I am right now, 20 minutes a day. That is what the library recommends. And it works well for me. I usually end up doing it on my lunch break. Like I said, I'm nervous that once I go back to making my own schedule, I will not have the motivation to do that. So we got to keep it in mind. We got to write it on the summer schedule that I would really like to do 20 minutes a day. Maybe I should have switched these, but it doesn't really matter. I have ADHD, and let's be real, none of these will probably get done anyway, except for maybe these top 4. These top 4 are the ones that will actually happen. The rest of these are just hopes. They are wild hopes and dreams that will, let's be real, probably just happen as I feel like it, and not really with any rhyme or reason. But that's okay. That's why we're here. Because it's fun and not necessarily because it's supposed to be practical. It's just supposed to be silly. So I'll just write a little as needed here. And let's do one more thing. With my chore pen, let's just write out chores. I'll do some household work. What's probably like a reasonable amount of household work to do per day? Ideally, I think like 25, 30 minutes to keep things clean. That also fits well with a Pomodoro timer, which I often use, so I don't know why I didn't think about that with any of these other ones, but oh well, you know, what are you going to do? What do we want to add to this? Maybe some cute little drawings. I think that's what it needs. I think it needs some doodles. Realistically, this will also expand as I think of more things, and you know, as things happen, it will also probably become time blocked. So we'll see in these kind of pages little blocks of the time where I chose to do these things. I might need to make a separate color so they're not all in purple, but I try to keep things purple is personal, blue is chores, and then and red is work. But all other colors I like to make, and specifically dark blue. I like chores to be dark blue specifically. Everything else is another color because I tend to have a lot of classes. Just because I have 3 right now, it's going to go up to 6 or 7. So I want to make sure I can differentiate my gel pens well enough as I dwindle them down. So that's the basics. We are going to keep moving along and probably just making more of these daily pages. They take not forever, but they're not very fun to watch, and I entirely understand that. They're just supposed to be mellow, so I might just turn my mic off and work through them so that they're just done. Okay, I've returned. And before we move on to just doodling, because I understand this is not the most stimulating of journaling, I'm not using pretty washi tape or making this look especially nice. I'm using a black ballpoint pen to just write dates, a quick schedule, and draw a line. Not super exciting. It's not the most stimulating thing. So I can do that in a boring meeting on my own time or when watching a YouTube video. This isn't something that needs to be done on stream. It will happen anyway. The important part was me to pick the journals, to share my life updates with this channel, and to write this little summer schedule because it is a very near and dear tradition to me. I forgot to shut the door. There we go. To just share this little thing, my summer bucket list that I've done every year since I could probably write. Wow, it is really warm in this room. It's like 90 degrees. And I'm sitting on the floor, which is also not the most comfortable, nor is it the best for my handwriting. So I will do this part another day. The next part of this journey is this. This is my book of 500 drawing prompts. I watched Casey Golden do her, I think that's her name. She's a watercolor YouTuber. I watched her do a bunch of these, and I love watercolors, and so I went, that's awesome, I want to do that. And then I realized that it's a lot of work to do 500 watercolor paintings. And they don't really work well on this paper, so I tried other methods, and I didn't like how they were turning out. And I got distracted. This is not at all with the prompt. I did this. I've had this sketchbook for over a year. This is not zombies. This is a Aziraphale and Crowley from Good Omens. I don't know what happened. You know, I've had this notebook for a long time, and I really thought that, like, I should be doing something exciting for every single one. And until last night, which you saw, it was not very high quality. I kind of didn't realize that I could just, I could just draw. Like I didn't have to color or paint. These could be fun, unrefined sketches, and we could just play with them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. These don't need to be nice. They're not going to be nice. I'm not a professional artist. I just like to doodle. So I'm going to doodle. I think I can at least get started on a spooky tree. I don't know why I'm nervous all of a sudden. I just got like really nervous about drawing this tree. It really shouldn't make me as nervous as it does. But there is a permanence to it with doing this publicly. This is the other one I did last night. I also learned I could do this out of order. And that was really exciting as well. I actually really liked how this one turned out, and that was the main reason why I was like, let's do this on stream. And then I did the spaceship one, and I thought, that's interesting. And so now I'm a little nervous, but you know, we keep going, we keep it silly. Sorry if any slurping noises are picking up on camera. I am drinking a nice hot cup of tea. I want there to be like a rock in the soil here where the roots are coming around. But I don't know how to draw that. So we're just doing our best. That's all anyone can ask for, right? And a mythical beast is a very broad prompt. I'm not really sure where I want to go with that. I could draw Rhett and Link. That could be kind of funny. A little joke. I could draw a unicorn. I'm very much a fan of dragons. Um, but it says any beast. So let's make it a beast. I have a little idea. He's very high up. I didn't mean to put him so high up, but that's okay. Gosh, I don't know how to draw antlers. It's okay. Jackalopes are one of my favorite mythical creatures. I think they're incredibly cute and super fun, and I think they're fun little beasties. So there's a little jackalope. He's our mythical beast, and he's looking up at this big, scary tree. Maybe he's in a scary forest. I don't know. Should we make the whole forest scary? Ooh, that's not the line I wanted to make. Let's try it again. That's also not the line I wanted to make. Okay. We stay silly. We are polite to ourselves, right? That's the rule. We are kind to ourselves. We're polite to ourselves. Even when we aren't happy with what we're making. It's okay. Because this is a commercially available drawing book, and anyone can get their hands on it, and anyone can play with it and put anything they want in it. And just because mine is not, I mean, it could be. It could be in the Dion, or like, I don't know, what's a famous museum? The Louvre. It could be there. Maybe it's just ahead of its time. You know? Who knows? Maybe one day they'll be like, I can't believe the artistic genius in this spooky tree and mythical beast. But that day's not today. I feel like this is one of those trees that needs a face. If it's a spooky tree, it needs a spooky face, you know? Question is where to put it. I think he needs to be looking down at the rabbit. I don't know what kind of eyes I want to give him. I kind of like just this dot eye, but I don't know. Should he be angry? He's a spooky tree. Could be happy. I don't know. I also don't know what kind of eyes to give the rabbit. So that's its own dilemma. I think he's just very tired. He's spooky, but he's just old. He's just an old tree. And I probably shouldn't do too much detail because then I'll be here all day making this tree look realistic. That's not the point. The point is that I'm doodling. The point is to get an idea out into the world and on a piece of paper, even if it's just a sketch of an idea. Nothing needs to be full, because that's not the point. The point of this isn't to make a full drawing. It's not even to complete the book, even as much as I'd love to say that the goal is to complete the book. I mean, it is, but more the goal is to practice and have fun and be okay with imperfection and let silly ideas flow, like this jackalope talking to this tree. This tree who's clearly disgusted by this jackalope creature. Maybe we should add another tree back here. Actually, better idea. Let's add 2 trees. Let's add one here. It's very curious about the jackalope creature. This one, maybe a little younger, a little more full of spirit, right? This tree's a little more interested in what the jackalope creature is. And maybe we'll put another tree over here. I don't know. What expression should this tree have? This one's interested. This one seems quite disgusted. It's okay. While we think, we'll just draw some more branches. I guess tree people are mythical creatures too, right? Especially when instead of growing like normal trees, they have this crazy kind of branch hair instead of, growing from one main sprout and branching out on the boughs. You know what I'm trying to say. You get it. The words aren't there, but the idea is there. One of the questions is to give these trees eyebrows or not. I think so. I think these trees need to have quite a brow. Yeah, I want to put another one right here. I'll just put them in. We can figure out their expression in a minute. Is that going to be thick enough? Let's make that tree a little thicker. This tree looks a little more like a normal tree. Mostly to fill up space on this page. But also maybe because maybe she is just a normal tree. Maybe she has a face, but she's not shocked at the jackalope or disgusted, maybe even pitiful by it. Maybe she's just content, happy it's here, right? That could be a nice idea. She's like kind of happy. She's got those sleepy eyes. She's not paying attention. She's off in her own world, her own tree world, you know? Maybe she's got a little pointy nose because we're seeing her from dead on. She's got a little pointy bird nose. Maybe she was a bird. I don't know. She's a tree now. I like to think she's doing good. Maybe she's got some lips. I don't know. Maybe that's a chin. I don't know what that is. Could be anything. It's a tree person. Who knows? Branches are nice and symmetrical. Not too symmetrical, because this is just a doodle, but symmetrical enough. Maybe we'll put some gnarly ones back here. That'd be kind of fun, right? She was like chill on one side and totally gnarly on the other. Who knows? I don't know what to put in the center here. She's quite broccoli-like. Maybe we'll just have a little bump. A little nub. Maybe one last Y of branches. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Maybe those are leaves. Oh my gosh, maybe they're leaves. Let's put some leaves. She's the only tree with leaves. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. And she's just kind of radiant. She's got little lines instead of the blocky wrinkles or the surprised eyebrow triangles. She's just got little lines. There we go. And yet, I've done all this and I've still neglected to give our jackrabbit a face. Or jackalope, not jackrabbit. Should he have a silly face? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just draw more trees while I think about it. And this tree can be very sad. Let's just put the whole range of emotions on these trees. A very drippy nose, because he's a tree. I mean, and drippy eyes because he's a tree. They're just like little burls on the tree. And the drippy mouth. It's like sap, maybe? I don't know. Why not? Let's get some bark texture. And we'll just put some more trees. It's a big forest. Lots of trees in the forest. This is actually quite fun. I know these aren't the highest, world's highest quality, but this is really nice just to hang out and doodle here. Nice positive environment. Maybe I'll just give the rabbit little dot eyes. Oh, he's very cute. He's a very cute little rabbit. All right, so there's our spooky tree and mythical beast. Do I want to do another? Been working with this for an hour and 25 minutes at least. Not this drawing. Oh, goodness, no. Just the live stream itself. And this was just kind of an experiment. So, I don't know. I guess we could do an alien with a tropical cocktail. I'm really excited about that one. I want it to turn out nice. So I'm a little bit anxious to do it. Same with Tombstone Dragon. Like, that's such a cool concept on its own. Maybe I'll just get started. Getting a little low. I don't know. So he should be sitting here, and maybe here's the bar. Here's the bar. It's not a very straight line, but it's a line. That's okay. We're channeling our inner Bob Ross for this. Ooh, it's a little bit funky. That's what we like. So give it some perspective. Let's make it go back there a little bit. And bring it down. It's all right. So, okay. I didn't think this perspective through. Let's do it though. We're gonna make a little tropical cocktail. I don't know what a tropical cocktail looks like, so I'm just gonna make it up. I mean, not that I've never seen one, I just don't think about it often. I think it's in one of these little martini glass things, right? Is that what they serve cocktails in? I guess that's what this alien's gonna be served in. Oh, could put aliens in the tropical cocktail. I like that idea. That's a good one. Okay. Let's make this bar go on forever. Or we just cut it off here. And I don't know where the alien's head's going to be or how big he's going to be, but hopefully this gives us some scale. Give him frog-like hands. We'll put him here. No, I feel like he's kind of a sad alien. He's drinking his fancy little tropical cocktail. I don't know what I want to do with this. Keep saying that. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the fun of it, though, right? We figure it out as we go. We'll put a little piece of fruit on it because it's tropical, right? That's what people like. They like tropical fruit in their cocktail. Like an orange, I think. I don't know. How do you draw an orange? Guess we're finding out today. Oh, there we go. That's a good orange. That's a nice little orange. We should have at least some liquid in here. Ideally, we'd like it to be full, but you know. So there we go. We have the start of a beverage. Maybe we should put something in here. I mean, it's an alien cocktail, right? What are we gonna put? Fire? A little plasma ray? I like the idea of a little plasma ray, but that's kind of hard to achieve with ballpoint pen. You know, I was gonna have the alien sitting at the bar here, but I think just having his hand and implying that he is somewhere on the floor is a lot funnier. Um, I think I might actually do that instead of having him sitting up here and drinking his fancy cocktail up here. We can have him down here on the floor. I kind of want to draw both. I'm not really sure how I want to do it. Maybe we'll just take a quick recess from that to decide. And we'll put some stuff down here just to keep the drawing going and interesting. Let's put some weird little bottles down here. Oh well, we're just doodling. It doesn't have to be perfect. Something I need to keep repeating over and over to myself is my drawings look like they were done by 9-year-old me. And that's okay. Let's make this one a really funky shape. I like the idea of making it like a big hourglass. Ooh, okay. What if it was like... So it's like a spaceship, right? And then inside it, that's not what a cow looks like. Hang on. You know what I'm going for. It's a little spaceship drink, and it's got a little cow in it. Right? You know? It's like that. That's the idea. Let's make this alien's arm really long. Maybe there's some stuff on the table. Maybe he spilled the last glass, you know? Should we see the top of his head or all of his head? I like that shape. Let's do whatever that shape tells us. Oh. And it's to move up my camera. Okay. Now what do aliens look like? I guess that's up for us to decide. Also just add a straw. It's bent the wrong way. Like it's facing away from him and the drink. Is that how straws work? I think so. Tired. So let's give him some funky eyes. The traditional alien has those like big cat-like eyes. You know, these ones. I like those. Maybe we'll color them in. It's kind of monkey-like. This is an awfully tall bar, I'm realizing. So maybe we should put some floor in here soon. I think we'll have the floor here. Oh well, we tried some foreshortening. Oh, whoops. Can't see the silly foreshortening I'm trying. So the floor is here. I'll just kind of outline that. We're doodling. I don't know what shape I want his body to be. The traditional gray alien is quite slim, but like I said, I'm liking the monkey silhouette idea. I kind of want to make him very chubby. He could be quite blobular. I mean, he's an alien. There's nothing saying they can't be. Should I give him tits? No, I shouldn't, right? I shouldn't give him some saggy alien boobs. It's a bad idea. Unless, I mean, he's already quite a silly alien. He can have some of these. Here we go. It's just for his alienness, you know? Because he's like us, I guess. A lot of people think humans and aliens are like connected. Personally, don't ask me, I don't know. But I think it's quite a funny thought. So his legs are back here. And they're all messed up because he's on the floor. I don't know. I don't know what the perspective is anymore. There's no perspective. We're just drawing a silly little alien. He's on the floor. And he's very spaghetti-like, you know? Or maybe there's a recess for your legs here where his knees are. I don't know. Maybe. Let's make a floating drink. Just put a little thing that floats in here. Why not? We'll put a little thing that it floats from. Ooh, that's not even. It just floats from there. Ooh, it emits light. So fancy. I don't know. What other funny drinks do we have in here? Well, it is a tropical drink, So maybe let's have here's the end of the bar. Maybe there's a pillar here. And it holds up a roof. I don't know how this would work with, oh wait, no, the bar ends here. Yeah, we're good. Let's keep going. Maybe the roof has some little flags on it, little overhangs, you know? You don't know. Because I can't remember to adjust my picture. So maybe the roof has some little overhangs. And maybe have a couple more pillars. And this bar looks really empty. I think we need a couple more customers than just this very drunk alien. Let's put the... That's not what I wanted to do. Let's put some ocean tides. There's the ocean foam. And it's running in. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. Maybe it's just coming in. It hasn't quite come in yet. This is seconds before the tide comes in. You know, it's rushing up. All the sandpipers are running away. A little ocean foam. A little bit of sea foam. We got some more little waves somewhere in there. I don't know. And there's the beautiful beach from this alien's tiki bar. Let's put his chair all falling over here. This is not in perspective. Oops. That's okay. I know I keep saying that's okay. I need to remind myself, you know? We all need a little reminder every now and again. This chair is awfully small for this bar, but that's okay. It's very far away. It looks like he was down here, but I think I need a couple more glasses, and then let's put a glass right here. He was reaching for that. Maybe it was the added thing that goes in his drink. And his tropical cocktail. Maybe that's why it's so low, because it needed whatever was in here. And he obviously did not reach it. What else should we give him? What are some silly bottle designs? I like the cow. The cow's my favorite one. Some silly alien designs. Let's think. I mean, I guess they don't need to be silly alien designs. They can just be kind of silly designs that probably exist in real life already. Let's just make them a little blobular. There's a fun little blobular for design for us. That looks a little alien, a little silly. Let's just put like a can. Let's say alien booze includes meat. Let's just put a big can of spam meat in there. There. There's our perfect alien alien with a tropical cocktail. And I think with that, that's where I'm going to end things. I just wanted to do some fun doodles, talk about this YouTube channel and my hopes of maybe returning to it. Who knows? And also talk about my journals and how fun they are and how much I love them and their summer traditions that come along with them. So thank you for joining me on this hour and 45 minutes of a live stream. It's been fun, and I really hope that I'll do this again soon, but no promises. Like I said, this is just something to keep me going, something. Wow, that sounded dramatic. That's not what I meant. Something to keep me accountable. Accountable. It's like having a gym buddy, So that's the plan. I know it was mellow, but I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless. Thank you so much, and I'll try to see you next time. And that is not the button I want to press. I want to try to save this as a YouTube video so I can return to it.